What's up, everybody? Jason Leninger, broker of the Real Estate Hub. Next up is writing the offer. Now, this can get super complex and maybe a little overwhelming at first, but I'm going to break it down just a bit so you know exactly what you're signing. All right, so the most obvious is going to be what you're going to be offering price-wise. Now, this can vary quite a bit. Is this a house that's been on the market for quite a while, or did it just hit and you need to be competitive? Now, price isn't going to be the only thing that you're really focusing on. There's a lot of other little things that come with the buy, sell, or the contract. And first of all, who's going to be buying the house? Is it going to be just you, or are you buying it with a relative or a spouse or a business partner? All right, so in addition to offer price, we're going to be putting down some earnest money. And earnest money is basically like a firm handshake or some skin in the game, so to speak. This lets the seller know that you're serious and you're willing to put down some money. Now, it could be refundable in the event that you get out by way of contingency, but follow along and I'll go over that as well. Closing costs are another big one. Sometimes buyers need help with the closing costs because they're already putting a certain amount down for the down payment. Now, sometimes we can ask the seller to pay these, or sometimes the buyer can pay the full amount as well. When you're walking around through the home, are there personal items that you really can't live without? Sometimes buyers like to ask for some pieces of furniture or the washer, dryer, or lawnmower. As silly as that sounds, anything can be negotiated in a contract. All right, depending on the scenario, there's many things called contingencies or ways out that we're gonna write into the contract. And again, it totally depends on your situation and the way that you wanna write the contract. Now, some of the contingencies or ways out that we have typically are inspection contingency, appraisal contingency, title contingency, insurance quote contingency, but there could be a plethora of other ones as well. If you have a home to sell, for example, we write that in as a contingency. That way you're not gonna be sued to perform, but it is a way out in the event that you don't approve of any of the conditions that we write in the contract. Next up is, when do you want to close by? Do you want to get in before the holidays or before school starts or before the snow flies? Something to consider. Average escrow of a house from start to finish is about 45 days. So keep that in mind when you're looking at homes out there. With any offer, there's a few ways that a seller can respond. They can either accept your offer as is, meaning that they're agreeing to all the stipulations that you wrote in the contract. They can decline your offer because they didn't like it, or is too low, or they decided not to sell for any reason, or they can counteroffer. And a counteroffer is when they change certain things of the contract, and then the ball is in your court. So if they counteroffer, you get to say, yes, I love it, or no, I'm gonna move on to a different house. Or you can submit a new offer. It's completely up to you.